A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. He's cracked.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
26 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
You.
They will run with Grant. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
On
2nd down, it's Grant. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Able to find Switzer. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 6-0 our score after 1. The Browns' drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 23. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Shrugs him off. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, Grant. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
All right, now, 230. Right there. I got you, boy.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st and 10. That's a 19-yard line.
comes out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, it's Grant, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Now Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw to how you're defending it.
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play that time out of Chubb. 51 yards. And a big run there against the worst rush defense in the league. They're number 32 of 32.
And they're ranked that for a reason. And we're really not surprised to see a big run occur against them, are we?
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Browns have retaken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys are able to regain the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory, just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Slam.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Fights through and now a crease. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. A first down throw for Mayfield. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Set, 20. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try to get back to where you were to start the half.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fends him off. Now he's forced out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Chubb, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll run on first down. Grant, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. Flush to his right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On the carry, it's Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. And again, it's Chubb. Powerful running. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And now they have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good... The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right here.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got Moncrief. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. There he goes, left side. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. It's Grant, and he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 30.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They run. Chubb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point safely through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Steelers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Roethlisberger. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'll run with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They go with Jacobs, and he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
It's a turnover on downs.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Ready? 230. 52. I'm on. Kill. Snickers.
This is Grant, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Get ready.
Now a give right side. Grant. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but